Hey, what's up, fam? Once again, hey, thank y'all for tuning in. As always, share, like, comment, subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first one to be notified. Today, I want to talk about a subject that's probably been going on for the last few weeks, a couple of months. And it's about the way a lot of our women dress out in public. Well, that's sort of the topic. That's where we're going to begin with. Now we know Sister Monique has been in the news a couple of times because she posted pictures on Instagram. Even someone sent her a picture on Instagram, and she posted it, and she made videos asking our sisters to dress respectable when you out in public, especially at the airport. She got a lot of backlash, which I feel was unwarranted because she said what needed to be said. I feel a lot of people get mad because nobody wants them to tell them what to do. But sometimes, even as grown people, you have to be told what to do. A lot of times as grown people, you have to be told what to do. That's why we have laws in place. And if you break these laws, as an adult, as a kid, you have to deal with consequences. The thing about the airport is a lot of these kids don't know that, and I've talked to older people, that have been on airplanes for years. Earliest I rode an airplane was maybe the early mid-90s. And I don't recall seeing people wearing pajamas, booty cheek shorts, bonnets, flip-flops, and sandals in the airport. I don't care what time of day it was. We used to catch early flights. I remember catching an early flight in like 94, 95. Catching an early flight to Disney World. I mean, we had to get up at 4. My family had to get up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And I was in high school. Shoot, I was jeaned up, starched down, brand new shoes, and catching an airplane like at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. With no pajamas on, But like I said, I talked to older people, and they say like back in the 70s and 80s, shoot, you got on an airplane, you see people dressed up in suit and tie. They were dressed up, man. Maybe not in their Sunday best, but they were dressed up because you out in public. And when you out in public, you're representing your name, your last name, you're representing your family. So if you don't feel your family name is worth anything, you can go out there, I guess, wear what you want to. Or if you don't think your name and your reputation is worth anything, you can go out there and dress it how you want to. But anyway, like I said, it's been going on for a few months. So I thought about this the other day when I was getting off work, passed by a tire shop, and I see young ladies at a tire shop with one of them great big bonnets, something about this big hanging down the back, I'm like, man, my first question is, okay, you want to wear a bonnet in public? Okay, my question is, do you wear that same bonnet to sleep? If you wear the same bonnet out in public that you do to bed, just like if you wear the same do-rag out in public that you do when you go to sleep, I think you're a nasty individual. You're a dirty individual. Hopefully you have 5 or 6 bonnets in your drawer, and this is your outside bonnet. Well, that's your outside do-rag. I got an outside do-rag. I don't wear it outside no more, but when I did, I had a do-rag I wore outside. I had a do-rag I slept in. If I wore a do-rag outside, I mean, it was just because you wouldn't lay your head down. You've been outside all day. You might well go to sleep, in the clothes you wore that day. Outside without taking a shower. But anyway, like I said, I see the young ladies, like I said, at a tire shop. Well, tire shops are dirty. Big bonnet. And wearing this shirt, I don't know if you call it a midriff or a crop shirt or whatever, with her belly hanging out. And I mean, she's an overweight sister, yes. But when I say hanging, I mean like you can't see the waistband of her shorts or the pajamas or whatever she had on. And the thing about it, I saw that. And then maybe a few days later, saw the same pretty much exact scenario type outfit in a different location. Then went out of town this weekend, saw the same thing. And I mean, these women, and I ain't got nothing against heavy set women. I love all my sisters. But there was a time when I was in school when I was in high school, I knew chicks that were heavy set, still would dress to the nines, had respect about themselves, and walked around with their head up. These females now wear the bonnets with the belly showing shirt, flip-flops, pajamas, shoulders slumped over. You don't believe me? Go out there and look. You'll see what I'm talking about. Because they have no confidence in themselves, but yet I would not blame Lizzo, but I would give her some quote-unquote credit for the way these women dressing like this, because she go out there with her butt hanging out at a game where you got $1,000 seats front row, and she doing it, or she got her, bikinis, but hanging all out. Like I said, you can wear, forget that. I ain't gonna say you can wear what you want to. You should want to dress to be presentable and respectable to people. But I'm looking at this, and then I thought about it, and then it was brought to my attention, or came up with, you know what? Men, maybe we need to do something different. And I'm like, you know what? I believe we do. I believe we as men, and I mean respect, I mean men, not males, not boys, not guys. I mean respectable males, or what we call ourselves alpha males. But I mean men, respectable men, and alpha man need to do something different. And when I say do something different, I mean we need to make sure that we dress better ourselves when we walk out the house. Because if we want to talk about being leaders, then we need to act like leaders, and we need to look like leaders. I remember it was a time, you know how you look at pictures. Let's say you got the Mango Americans doing documentaries and videos, and they try to show pictures of older Aboriginal slaves or sharecroppers, and they try to depict pictures of these guys, dressing like slouchy, or looking like bums, croaker sacks or whatever. But the pictures I look at, the pictures I see, old family albums, friends' family albums, places I go where the elders hang out or live. Every time I see my people dress, they were dressing nice. Slacks, button-up shirts, got a derby or some kind of hat. Shoes always shine. No matter where they went looking good, trying to look their best for the occasion. Not walking down with the pants sagging, and if you didn't have no belt, they didn't have a belt that had suspenders. Wasn't no sagging, wasn't no oversized clothes. If you couldn't afford it, that's one thing, but you still looked your best. I remember being in high school, having a suit. It didn't fit perfect. I mean, it was my size, but I didn't know no better. But it's a nice looking suit. When I got older, a verse out of Jay-Z, a line in one of Jay-Z's songs, Change Clothes, was like, said, y'all, things acting way too tough, put on a suit, get it tapered up. I'm like, you know what? Man's right. Bought suits every time I buy a suit. Because I used to think, oh man, I gotta go to an Italian tailor and get it customized, it's gonna cost a lot of money. No. K&G do it, the Suit Warehouse do it. Anywhere you go, is it not DSW, but it's another one. But you go to these suit places that sell suits, affordable suits. So you go back there, you don't buy some off the rack and walk out. You go back there and let them cut it up for you. Come back and get it. Make that suit look like it was made for you at affordable price. Get your shoe shine kit, shine it up. But my point is, I think if we dress better and look better every time we walk out the house, you got no choice but to make some of these women change the way they do. Because you got a lot of them say they don't care. And they don't care because a lot of times the men don't care. If the men don't care what they look like, the women, the people that's under you, not just saying the women, but people that's under you, if you're a boss of a business, think about it. And if you don't care, you let the business, let your employees do whatever, your managers do whatever, and the people under them just, you don't care how it's run, as long as it's run, open up, they can do the minimum, barely do the minimum and stuff like that. If you don't care, it's going to show in the way that your workers work for you, employees work for you. So same thing in a relationship. If a man is in the house and he walks around like he don't care about the way his house looks, throws his clothes anywhere, don't care what he eat, all fat, sloppy, slouchy, looking like a mess, his woman gonna look the same. His kids are gonna look the same. You can see people out in public where a relationship with a guy can have, you see the guy with big beards and stuff, which is not bad. You can groom and make it look nice, but you got a guy with like big beards, sloppy clothes, don't iron, and you'll see that woman look just like him, if not worse. And then you see their kids look just like her, if not worse. That's how it goes. Like they say, crap rolls downhill. So if the man who's supposed to be the leaders and the alphas, if we walk around not caring how we look when we walk out, the women and the kids are not going to care. If we don't hold the standard up, we don't make rules and implement them and make people abide by them, people are going to do the minimum. That's just human nature for a lot of people. Going to do the minimum to get by. So what I suggest is, like I said, you can wear a suit and tie. You can wear a nice button-up shirt. Then if you wear jeans, slacks, make sure everything is ironed. Don't necessarily have to be creased, but make sure everything is ironed, looking clean, looking crisp. Like you just got out the cleaner. Send your clothes to the cleaners. Wear your nice watch. Me, myself, I like to wear a tally and twine. I got like 4 of them. I think three or 4 of them. Shoot, put them on. I got a smart watch too, but I wear that to work. But when I'm not working, I'm out of town, wherever I go, I put that tally and twine on. I make sure my hair is cut most of the time, the waves kicking. Try to make sure my beard is trimmed up, my nails, all that kind of stuff. You know what? A good place to start, I follow this guy called The Style OG on YouTube. You need to follow him. This guy give you great tips on how men should dress, how men should smell, how men should work out, how men should present himself in casual settings, business settings, professional settings, formal settings, what have you. This is a great channel. Kevin Samuels. People don't, a lot of women supposedly don't like Kevin Samuels, but the cat got 1 million subscribers, so take it for what it's worth. He talk about in his videos, I think the point is being missed, that he's mainly talking about women who say they won't have high value men. Now, a lot of women I'm talking about, undoubtedly, they're not looking for high value men. They're looking for the bottom of the barrel. What they say, water seeks its own level. So you got a woman that's slouchy, sloppy, don't want to do nothing, she's gonna look for a man like that. But if you get more men out there not looking sloppy, slouchy, no matter what kind of job you have, what kind of career business you have, women will take notice. They will take notice. And they will look at themselves. No matter how they talk or what they think, they will look at themselves and will make changes. Like I say, you can go back to Lizzo. Lizzo act one way, but you can also see that in some of her tweets, some of her posts, she's not really feeling what she's showing, so she's lashing out. I mean, it's just simple as that. You can deny it if you want to, but it's real talk. She's just lashing out because she knows she wishes she was more fit. So, and she can't wear what she want to wear. She probably can't get the man that she really want to get without, coming off of some of her income or what have you. So she gonna lash out. It's as simple as that. But like I said, Kevin Samuels' whole thing is about, like I said, high value men. And so I think every man should dress like a high value man as much as possible. Be the leader. Be the example. You be the example, you're not gonna get them all. You're not gonna get them all to do what you want them to do, or to behave a certain way. But you'll get more to turn this way. Like I said, the only way we're gonna be a change is to lead by example. That's the way life is. That's the way life always has. So men, like I say, dress like you care about yourself out in public. You see a woman out there, and let's say you see a nice looking woman, and to each his own. Like I say, let's say heavy set women, that's fine with me. Slim women, that's fine with me. You know, Coke bottle women, that's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? I look at them all the same in the beginning. I love, you know what I'm saying? I love, attitudes and stuff like that is always the number one thing when it comes down to it in the end. Man want peace inside his house, outside his house, and he want an attitude that he can deal with. And when I say attitude, don't necessarily mean bad. Attitudes can be good too. But that's, like I said, that's what a man, like I said, will tolerate. That's what a man looks for. Like I say, if you, like I said, you dress right, make your sons dress like they respect themselves. Like I said, but if you see a woman that looks nice, you can approach her. I mean, like, got the physical features that you like, but you not so much care for the way she dressed. Approach her and talk to her. Say, you know, sister, you beautiful and everything. And I mean, like I said, if you look like you about something, and she may have a bad attitude and might try to snap at you, but she gonna think about what you said, I promise you, because everybody will. Especially if enough guys come up to her and say, she gonna definitely think about what you said. So like I said, you go up there and tell her how, you know, she look good and everything like that, but the bonnet and the pajamas and the slippers gotta go, mama. I'm gonna need you to, if you change it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, I bet, you know, you probably, you know what I'm saying, you could probably go out on a date or something like that. But you know, you let that woman, you know, but you let her know up front exactly how you feel about what she have on. Like I said, again, she might snap and get mad and go off, but like I said, I guarantee you she'll understand what you're saying. And also, to get off the clothes, as men, say you go into a business and a cashier is supposed to be helping you out and check you out, and you stand in line and he or she is sitting here on the phone. You see, get the phone behind the register and texting. You need to report this person. You know, I was a person that said, nah, you won't do it. I wouldn't do it because, you know, everybody don't want somebody to lose their job or get in trouble. But the problem is that is the problem. We don't say enough. You know the saying, if you see something, say something. Because that's disrespectful to the business. Because me, myself, when I see something like that, sometimes I just leave. If I see somebody on the phone, like the other day I went to the store and there was like 3 people behind the register. 2 of them had their back to me on their phone. 1 of them was actually helping out a customer. 2 was at their back to me. So I didn't know if they was on the clock or 9 o'clock. I'm trying to assess the situation. And then the guy turns around and like, hey, how can I help you? Like, whoa, I didn't even know you was on the clock, you know? So yeah, that situation there had to be reported. Because like I say, it just don't, that's not professional. Because me, as a somewhat I got a business, but you know, I can understand that how it is for, you know, customer service. I worked back in the day in customer service, you know, working at a grocery store or what have you. You know, even back then, you had to present yourself a certain way. You wore a uniform, that sun gun better be ironed, that shirt, but you walk in that place wrinkled, man, they're going to send you back home. They're not going to have you disrespecting their business, their establishment. I don't care if you is a back package clerk or a basket guy or go out there and get the carts. You're going to look like you represent this business, you know what I'm saying? And no matter what, either way. So that's what I'm saying. So with that being said, yes, you know, you see something you don't like, shoot, got, you know, tattoos all down his arm if he's sagging. So don't say something to them, because like, they know, most likely they probably ain't got the mental fortitude to even know how to, you know what I'm saying, to take criticism. And you see a lot of time in these videos online, you'll see people fighting, you know, in the middle of, you know, church chicken, Popeye chicken, McDonald's fighting, jumping on the counter fighting because somebody said something to them. You can't confront these employees, because these employees have nothing to lose. It's not their business. They really don't want, most of the time, they really don't want to be there working. So you say something to them about some kind of service or your food or how they look or how they act, they're gonna get upset and want to go off on you. So what you do is you find a number to the manager, not the manager that's there, unless he's like an older guy, and you can tell that this guy, is a manager. But if he's like a young cat, all you see is young kids there, you don't report that. You don't report it to them. You find a number till you find a manager. Most times it's on the wall somewhere. Find a number of that manager or the contact information of that manager, and you contact that manager directly. Let him handle his employees. Trust me, that employee ain't gonna fight that manager. And it's probably the best thing, because you're giving the employee an opportunity to plead his case, or the person need to plead his case to. The manager might send him to like a refresher course on proper etiquette and how to conduct himself in the business, and everybody will be okay. And you're anonymous pretty much, and there's no big problems will happen. Nothing big will happen. But yeah, we as men have to do a better job with ourselves and how we look and how we present ourselves. We got to be clean. Got to keep our automobiles clean, keep our shoes clean, keep everything about us clean. Our family walk around us, they'll be, they be clean. Trust me. You become, and when you look a certain way, people kind of gravitate towards you. And that's what you want to be. You want to be an example where people gravitate towards you, and they can see exactly. They gravitate towards you, and then other people will gravitate to see why everybody is so enamored with you. And then once they realize that, they will try to imitate you one way or another. Or they just fall off and go back into their hole, and then you ain't got to deal with them. But anyway, that's my story for today. Tell me what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you agree that we need to make sure that more of us are setting examples so that young men can strive to try to be more presentable, and these young ladies will strive to try to present themselves as more presentable to men? Or do you think I'm off and women are just, it's going backwards? Because I think it's going backwards. I really do. But this is something that we got to step in and stop one way or another. And there's ways to handle it. Sometimes you confront people. Like I said, you confront people, they get all upset and they want to fight. But it's all about your presentation. I can get you to do something. Once I get into your mind, I can get you to do something you not even realize. And that's how we got to think. That's how we got to present ourselves. But anyway, that's all for today. Like I said before, as always, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to comment. So you can give me thumbs up, thumbs down. It don't matter. Comments are always welcome. Always. Like I said, you want to support the channel? Look in the description box. Put the CashApp. Start a Patreon, and you can go to the website to buy some merchandise. If you got a YouTube channel, you want to start a YouTube channel, I'm telling you, hit the link below. Hit that tube buddy link. Sign up. It will help your channel, I'm telling you, help you navigate through this process a whole lot easier than if you were trying to go out there and just trying to wing it. But until next time, fam, peace.